Hi, State Senator Bruce Tarr here, back with you from the North Andover CAM grand opening of the new media center here on Main Street. There have been lots of important people here today, Representative Minicucci, State Senator DeZoglio, and one of the most important is our Veteran Service Officer, Joe Leblanc. Joe, aren't these facilities absolutely amazing?
Unbelievable, unbelievable, state of the art.
Yeah, and so today's a really busy day around North Andover, and you and I were just at another event that's very, very important in addition to this one, and that was the flag display put on by the Exchange Club. What an amazing event.
Unbelievable. The Field of Honor, which memorializes first responders, veterans, those deceased, those still living with us, and it was just a moving display.
Now, my recollection is it was over 300 flags. I don't know if you recall the exact number.
350 flags.
350 flags.
Yep.
So impressive to see that, and it's got to be really moving for you as a veteran and someone who helps to keep the promise that our country makes to veterans every day, to see that kind of a display of patriotism, because there was a big crowd there as well.
Absolutely, and one of the things we saw, there was a lot of young folks there as well, and so we're teaching the next generation values. So the values of the American flag and what it means.
So one of the moving aspects of that ceremony was the commemoration of the 13 folds in the flag that the Boy Scouts did. They performed the folds and they had narration. And as a veteran in particular, that must mean a lot to you. And you might have seen that before. A lot of us don't get to see it very often, but that was pretty inspiring.
Yes, absolutely. And that was my first time seeing that as well, and hearing the narration, and it's just moving. Unbelievable. Yep.
It was a fantastic day, and you had a very special guest there with you.
I did. I had 100-year young Lieutenant Frank Karicki, who lives over at Ashland Farms, grew up in North Andover, lived in Lawrence, and then moved back to North Andover. But he was drafted when he was 23 years old and was a lieutenant in the Engineer Corps. And he was building all those airfields in the Pacific leading up to the eventual victory over Japan.
Pretty amazing, and I know you formed a relationship with him. I know we recognized him together not that long ago over the winter, and it must be one of the more gratifying parts of your job to see people that have served and how much enthusiasm and patriotism they still have years after their service.
Yep, unbelievable, unbelievable. And you know what's amazing is whenever I see a veteran, I always address them by their rank. And whenever I call him Lieutenant Karicki, he always snaps right to it, and he gives me a look. So yes, it's very satisfying.
He's a very impressive individual, and we thank him for his service. I do want to point out that North Andover CAM is an important thing for all of us. And important for you, because many events that you do, I know we were just talking a moment ago about Memorial Day, it gets covered. Maybe if somebody's out of town, they can't see it. They can watch it on television here on local access cable. That's pretty important, isn't it?
Yes, yes. They've been instrumental in helping us. They cover all our events. We've filmed a few of the military minute sessions where we'll have somebody come in and kind of give us their elevator speech, so to speak, the who, what, where, when, and why of what they do for a veterans organization that's right here in our backyard. So we've done a couple of those, and all that footage can be found right on our website at northandover.com. If you go into the Veterans tab, you can see all those past filmings are in there.
Fantastic. So it's fair to say that North Andover CAM is making a real difference for veterans in the town as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yep.
Well, Joe, number one, we want to thank you for your service to our country. We also want to thank you for your service to our veterans on an ongoing basis. You do a phenomenal job. It's an honor for the legislative delegation to work with you, and really great to spend a couple of minutes here recognizing North Andover CAM with you.
Absolutely. They do great work. They do great work.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And that's another update here from the grand opening of the Media Center at North Andover Community Access Television.